Welcome back to the ranch. Today we're going to take a look at the Taurus 856 ultralight 2-inch snub nose revolver in 38 special. Let's take a close-up look. We're empty. How many ounces does this weigh? According to that, it's not quite 15 ounces, but that scale could be off. Spec sheet on the site says 16 ounces. So now I'm wondering, what's it weigh loaded? Looks like about 20 ounces loaded. Of course, single action trigger pull, pretty decent. Double action trigger, I won't lie, that's a pretty stout double action trigger. Single action trigger pull. 3 pounds, 10 ounces, 10.6 ounces. 4 pounds, 7.9 ounces. 3 pounds, 13.4 ounces for an average of 4-pound trigger. Now, I'm going to clear that. Now this trigger gauge has a capacity of 12 pounds, and I've already tried this. The double action pull, and this thing does not like it. In fact, I think I got an error message, so I'm going to have to try to do this carefully. Double action trigger pull. 11 pounds, 1.3 ounces. 11 pounds, 8 ounces. 10 pounds, 15.6 ounces for an average of 11 pounds, 2.9 ounces. Now, despite the sort of heavy trigger on the double action, a little bit later when we get this thing on the range, I'll talk about why I think this is actually a great carry pocket gun for concealed carry. Overall length is about 6.5 inches. It's got some checkering on the hammer, which makes sure your thumb doesn't slip off. It's got a capacity of 6. Has your transfer bar safety. It just has a U-notch back sight, a fixed but removable front sight. But we will try regular 38 special, and we will try some plus P today. Maybe on a penetration gel block test, we'll have to see. So I'm going to start off with an accuracy test at 7 yards, single and double action. Now, I'm not going to be using a traditional target for this. I don't really care about the scoring rings. I just want to see what kind of group I can get. So we'll start off with single action, then we'll move on to double action. So I'm just using Federal American Eagle 130 grain FMJ. And one thing I notice right away is that it's difficult for me to pick up this front sight that is all black blade sight up against my black target. Great planning, right? Also, it's pretty windy out here. It's literally blowing this light gun around in my hand. But enough with the excuses, right? Let's sling some lead. Well, not a stellar first group, but at least it fits under a hand. Okay, we'll move on to double action. Oh my, this heavy double action trigger is going to take some getting used to. Okay, I've switched to Remington 158 grain semi-wad cutters. And I'm going to try 10 yards at steel double action. I'm going to switch to single action, see if I can get a little better group. Likes to hit high. 20 yard single action. Whoop. Hold that one for sure. Pros and cons. Now, it's been said that snub-nose revolvers like this are a little bit harder to shoot accurately because of the short sight radius, only a 2-inch barrel, and yes, it's going to take some practice. And also because of the lightweight, this is an ultralight, you're going to actually feel the recoil pretty good here. Now the pros, this is very lightweight, very small, so it's very easy to conceal and put it in your pocket. And sometimes that's even faster than some other concealed carry methods that people might use. If you see a threat coming, if you know you're about to get mugged, you can literally have your hand in your pocket. And if the situation develops into something where you need self-defense, it's actually a quicker pull. So I got a 20-inch gel block that I used in a previous video, and in that video I believe I put a 38 special all the way through that 20-inch gel block with a GP100, and I think that is a 5.5-inch barrel. So I'm curious to see what'll happen if we try this 2-inch snubby. Oh yeah, as you can see, our wad cutter, 158 grain, did not make it. I'm wondering how many inches we got there. So how many inches of penetration did we get? About 14 looks like. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and try the Plus P. This is Federal Punch, 120 grain, jacketed hollow point. Well, looks like we got better expansion on that one for sure, the way it looks. Boy, it only penetrated about an inch more or less than the semi-wad cutter. Well, you are supposed to get somewhere between 12 to 18 inches, so that's right in there. Even with the wind blowing us around, there's no such thing as a bad day at the range. Slinging lead at the Flying Lead Ranch. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.